Morning all, this is Reggie time, coming to you with a No Limit Hold'em plus 2 cards video, otherwise known as Pot Limit Omaha. This is not a coaching video or a training video or anything like that, it's just my playing some 10 PLO Zoom, mostly for my own amusement, also to add a little bit of variation to the content that I put on my YouTube channel, which I think it's nice just to have something different on there. And also, hopefully, if anyone who is good at PLO is watching, hopefully I may pick up some pointers. PLO is a game that I enjoy playing. I believe I'm probably a winning very lowest micro stakes player at the lowest stakes to maybe 25 pot limit on PokerStars. Although I have no sample, I presume I'll be a winning player at those limits. Just going to call one, see with my ace king, see what happens, and I've turned the nuts, which is nice. Yeah, I mean, maybe I'm not even a winner at 10.25, who knows? I mean, I would hope I would be. I think games would be soft enough for me to be a winner. But the rake's so damn high, and I wouldn't imagine I'd have a huge edge. Maybe I wouldn't be. I have a larger sample on 888 where I do beat the games at 50 PLO and at 25 PLO, but not for any kind of win rate to brag about, and it's over a not really small sample size, but not a huge sample size, and the variance is so much higher in PLO that who knows. Maybe I've just been on a hot streak over a long time with small sample type thing. I've no idea really. So PLO is something I would like to learn. It seems to me the game's unbeatable, rake-wise, if I believe everything that I read on the forums, which I don't believe everything I read in the forums, but enough. Just going to start by checking here with them. Don't want to build into too much of a big pot out of position with just bare aces. And I'm probably just going to check fold this turn, even though I do have the nut blocker. So this could be an interesting spot to go for a check raise. He checks back, which is unfortunate. And again, I might go for a check raise on the river because I rep the nuts pretty well. Or at least I think I do. I rep the nuts pretty well. If I check raise here, he's going to have a hard time calling me, I would hope. But who knows, this could be horrendous. And he had a baby flush, and I guess he was never going to fold that. So I mean, that could be terrible, I don't know. This is kind of why I'm making the video, because I do want to maybe get my PLO game to a point where I can add it into my daily, weekly, monthly grind for the times when the hold'em games aren't too great. I don't know if we can 3-bet jacks here. I think my side cards probably aren't good enough to 3-bet. We flop a bad straight draw. We block better straight draws, I guess, with us having the 2 jacks, but I'm not sure how relevant that is. But I'm going to call anyway, and we turn a non-nut straight. I'm going to start by betting here, because I don't particularly want to give 2 free cards to clubs and whatever. I mean, what's King Jack? He's kind of ripping King Jack here. I guess he can have King Jack. I mean, I block jacks. I do block jacks. And that's a river that I'm not particularly happy with. So I will not be putting any more money in this pot on the river. And this is definitely what I want to know about Omar. He does have King Jack, which is unfortunate. And these are definitely the sort of spots that I want to learn more about. I mean, is that a good donk? I've no idea. I've turned it straight. Don't think it can be terrible, but who knows? Who knows? Don't think I want to call here. I am playing on a very short roll here on PokerStars, by the way. I don't play on PokerStars at all. I've maybe started this video with I think it was just around $35, so there's every chance that this video might have a little bit like my sex life. It might come to a rather abrupt and premature end, leaving both parties deeply unsatisfied. If that does happen, I do apologise, like I do frequently to my wife. But hopefully we can make it last for at least half an hour, which is something I never do with my wife, unless I think of some of the really gruesome people I used to work with. I'm going to guess that the 9-9 jack ace not suited to the ace is a fold there. If it's suited to the ace, I may have peeled. But I don't particularly mean we're going to set mine and maybe hit 2 9s, maybe hit our set, and then what? Then I'm not sure. Jack Queen 3-4 seems like a fold to me versus under the gun. Double suited. I think it's easy to get carried away with double suited hands in Omaha. I mean, don't get me wrong, they're probably very playable, but a double suited hand there that kind of has no other kind of connectivity. I know the Jack and the Queen, and then we have the 3 and the 4, but I'd prefer to have all 4 of my cards working together rather than have like 2 separate hold on hands, if you will. Again, not entirely sure if that's good or bad logic, but it makes sense to me. But yeah, I mean, I hope there are some Omaha players watching this, and I do hope that I do get some feedback on my play, because as I said at the start of the video, this is not intended in any way to be educational. If anything, I'm hoping to get educated myself. I'm hoping somebody might come along and say, yep, you are terrible and this is what you should have done here and there, and who knows. And if not, maybe we can just have some fun. I'm going to defend the ace queen 10 garbage here, and I'm probably going to float with my backdoor flush draw, gut shot, pair. We have too much going on here to fold. Now we turn 2 pair, which is probably the nuts, I'd imagine. I'm just going to get it in here. This could be, well, I'm going to try and get it in. I mean, obviously just potting it. This could be the beginning of the end, but no it isn't. And I may well do a little bit of rat holing here and there on this, not because I think rat holing is good, just because if I am playing off short money, I don't want one table to go down below 100 blinds. Whilst I've got, say, 140 blinds at another table. I'm going to see bet my gut shot here. Without much else going on, don't really see that much point in checking. When he calls, I'm probably not going to double barrel here. I think that was definitely just like a one stabber, just trying to get him to fold anything that had reasonable equity against us. I mean, who knows? He may be in the business of just checking a king down here. What can I make him fold? Jack X maybe. I honestly don't know. I'm just going to give up. No, and he wasn't. Well, I'm assuming he wasn't going to fold the Ace King there. Going to isolate here with my pretty weak kings, and we get 3-bet, which probably means this gentleman has 2 aces, but who knows. But I'm going to call, and I'm going to try and flop something nice. I think I'm just going to check fold here unless he makes a small bet. When he pots, he's probably just got aces. This is my guess, and this could be a really bad assumption. But I think stacking off there, I think check raising or something there would be pretty horrendous, because I just don't think he's doing that with queens and then calling it off or something like that. I think if he just call it off, he's likely to have some kind of 10 jack queen king type hand on that board, which I'm still going to be in pretty terrible shape against. This could be a bad ISO here too. But the hand's somewhat connected. The 3s obviously weakens it quite a lot. But then we have 9 jack queen. Oh, and the 3 just so happens to be pretty pleasant for us. Not going to call my jacks there. Could be nitty, I'm not sure. We were double suited jacks. Maybe that was a bad fold. I mean, this looks like a kind of hand that I want to squeeze with. And this, again, this could be awful. I don't know. It could be really awful. But we're doing it anyway, because why not? We get called in 2 spots, which isn't particularly pleasing. So what do we have going on here? We have top pair. We have 2 backdoor flush draws. So I'm going to start by c-betting. I hope I don't get raised. If I get raised, I'm just going to fold. And now we have turned a nut flush draw. Now the question is now, do we want to turn our pocket tens into a bluffy and try and get somebody off a hand like 2 jacks, 2 queens? And this could be horrendous spew, I don't know. But yes, I'm going to. And this could well be horrendous. But it worked, so... I mean, that's not saying it's good. I'm not saying it was good play because it worked, but at least it worked. It keeps us going a little bit longer. Oh, aces with really bad side cards. I'm not going to 3-bet here. I think we're not going to get anywhere near enough folds, and I'd rather just keep the pot small. I mean, aces are nowhere near as powerful in Omaha than they are in No Limit Hold'em. And again, that could be a mistake there. Not 3-betting could be a mistake, but I couldn't have made it very big. And I don't know. I think it's fine. I think it's fine. I'm just going to probably just going to keep calling here for the time being. And on that river, I'm probably going to fold, isolate here, just because I'm presuming isolation's good in any form of poker. The guy had a set, and he probably wasn't going to fold the 7-7-5-5 there, so I'm quite pleased with the result. Ace-9, 6-6. Nope. We're going to fold there. And a lot of these fold to 3 bets might be really bad. They could easily be really, really bad. But they don't feel like they're bad. But could be from a no limit hold'em background where I'm not particularly fond on just calling 3 bets. I know we have to call more 3 bets in NLHE because hand equities run so much closer together. But I think when the hand as weak as that one we just folded there, but it's 6-6 ace-x, pretty comfortable that it's an okay fold. 3 bet there for pure value. We're just going to c-bet and get it in. I hope to win. Not going to isolate with the ace 9-8-4. I think it's too weak. Obviously calling it off here. 4-5 jack-6 and we lose, which is unfortunate. But what are we going to do? Ooh, whoopee. That could come in very useful. We just cleared a $10 stellar bonus. Which goes to show just how little I play on PokerStars, because I do believe that may only be the first or second part of a stellar bonus. Well, that's definitely going to come in useful for the purpose of the video, because it's hopefully makes sure that I have another. I think when I just quickly looked at the lobby there, we had $2 in reserve, so now we have $12 in reserve. So I'm just going to pause the video just for a second while I cash in my stellar reward. We'll play these aces first though, and I'll cash in the stellar reward so we can keep auto topping up as I slowly but surely lose what's probably going to be $45 over the course of the session. Ooh, top set. That is nice. It's going to be hard to be caught by too many worse hands on this board. It is so dry. But I don't like giving free cards when I'm playing Omaha. I don't like giving free cards when I'm playing Hold'em, but I really don't like doing it when I'm playing Omaha. So yeah, I'm just going to pause the video a moment just whilst I cash in my stellar reward. So here we are back again. Stellar reward cashed in. We now have $12 in reserve. And it was actually my second VIP stellar reward of the year, so go me. I am a super duper, I think I'm bronze star mass grinder on PokerStars. A call here with my 10 jack queen double suited. We're going to flop an absolute airball, so I guess we're just about done with it. Doesn't seem like a particularly good flop for us there. Gonna keep checking with the jacks. Just a little bit too weak to open under the gun, I think, but who knows. And here I'm just going to fold the jacks. Possibly could have considered betting the turn there. A weak flush draw too, but I kind of just wanted to show my hand down, hope to win. Got some really weak aces here. In fact, they are terribly weak aces. Still going to open them, of course. 10-10 king jack against a fish, or someone who I suspect's going to be a fish. I think we'll play this one. I think it's playable enough against someone who's probably going to be bad. He's playing on a mobile device. He's not playing a full stack. He is only silver star, which of course is one up from me, but Still, that said, I think it's going to be fine to play that. Isolate with my 2 jacks. Going to open my. These are the sort of hands that I do like in Omaha. It's a little bit connected on the straight and like the straight cards type of thing. We also have like a bunch of we also have the nut flush draw too, or a nut flush draw should I say. So we're definitely going to see bet here. We have plenty of equity if we get called. That's a really good turn card for us. We turn 2 pair. Now see bet my overcards and nut flush draw here. Going to continue barreling here. Not fond of that river card. I think it may well have just got us that river card. Not going to bet for sure. That's something that sort of seems to me, feels like it's a really bad card for us. And yeah, he got there with. I'm not really sure what he got there with there because the can disappeared too quickly. But what did he get there with? Just for my curiosity. And he had ace queen, so he was already there. So I'm guessing the river saved us some money, because if the river pricked off, I absolutely would have gone for a third street of value. Not flush draw, a few straight combinations against somebody who isn't playing a full stack and is just a cheeky little bronze star. So yes, we'll definitely see a flop against this gentleman, and now we'll just fold. We'll gut short, backdoor flush draw. Not that fond of either of those things. They're out of position against someone who doesn't have that much money to win when we do manage to somehow back into something sweet. Right, so we're definitely going to play this hand. It's a matter of are we going to 3-bet it, or are we going to just call with it? And I think I'm going to 3-bet it, and I'm going to call the 4-bet. I'm calling here with my 2 kings and my flush draw. I think we're going to have pretty much the nuts here. I mean, if he's opening 5-6 under the gun, well, congratulations. So I'm definitely going to check raise here. And just shove any non-heart river. I guess there's a reasonable chance he does have 5-6 here, but so then we're going to fold top set, and he does have the 5-6. But we get there with a flush, so go us. Going to keep checking here. I don't expect anyone to fold anything good. For any people new to Omaha, we do not have a full house here. We just have 10s and 5s with a jack kicker. Well, I hope that's right. I hope I haven't just butchered that. No, I didn't butcher it. So here we have an open ender. So we're going to start by c-betting and probably not fold into a raise with our backdoor hearts too. We turn the nuts, so we're going to drop a bomb on it, because there's definitely tons and tons of worse hands you can call with there. Tons of worse straights, 2 pairs, etc. Sets, I guess. Maybe not, maybe check raise sets. But yeah, I'm really quite enjoying this session. It's always nice when we suck out, but the hand that we did suck out on, I mean, I don't know. I mean, yeah, he's when he shoves over my check raise, he probably does have 6-5. I'm not sure how often we can give him credit for 6-5 when he's raised under the gun. I mean, presumably he can sometimes have things like 5, 6, 7, 8, stuff like that, I guess. But I mean, I don't know how often people are opening hands like that. They seem pretty weak to me. So I mean, who knows what he can have there. I mean, I did think, genuine story, I need to stop saying, I mean, I did think he probably had 6-5 with the way the hand played out, but by the time I put my raise in, it's not like he can ever really fold at that point. 8, 9, 10, king. I don't like the king there much. I'm going to 3-bet here just to try and take the initiative with a hand that's going to flop pretty well. Really dry board. Some backdoors, so we should definitely start by c-betting. Really easy fold if we get raised. Who knows what the hell he's repping here. On the board this try, kind of when you're upset. Or some weird 2 pairs, I guess. Which is entirely possible in Omaha. But I don't really care because I don't have anything, so... that seems like a pretty standard c-bet fold there to me. On that board. Again, we flopped absolutely nothing here. I guess we have a backdoor straight draw. So I'm just going to bet, just try and collect the dead money that's in the pot. I'm not sure there's as much dead money in PLO as there's in no limit hold'em when we get to flops. I guess people are staying active in the hand more often. But that said, I mean, people just aren't always check calling. I mean, they check folding a decent amount still, I would guess. I don't like the 2 here. If the 2 was a club, I probably would open this, but I mean, the 2 really spoils my hand there, I think. Definitely going to open this if it falls to me, and I may even 3-bet with it. But we don't get a chance to 3-bet. And won't be folding this if I get 3-bet. There's too much going on in it to just fold to 1 3-bet. Yep, 3 broadways with a nut flush draw seems like doing anything other than raising there would be pretty poor. And we get 3-bet. I'm not going to fold this time. We're getting better than 2 to 1. And that, I mean, I don't know. I just genuinely do not know if that is a good call, bad call, mediocre call. 8-9-9 Jack seems to me like a good hand to call a raise with. And he checks back. So what kind of hands are checking back here? I mean, I'm guessing he's going to c-bet. If he's got like overcards and a flush draw, I'm guessing he's going to c-bet that. I'm just going to take a stab at this pot because I don't think we're going to win at showdown, so I may as well just bluff with it. No, I'm just done with it. I'm just done with my hand here. Queen, King, 9-8. I went away way too quickly again. Yes, I mean, he's 3-bet me pretty wide there, and he's just checked back top pair. I mean, I'm guessing that's fine. Don't think, it doesn't look to me like he's done much wrong there, so... I mean, he may have done, he may have played that horribly for all I know, but the way he's played it seems fine to me. I think his 3-bet pre-flop is probably not good, because he does have 3 of 1 suit. So maybe that doesn't feel like it's too good to me, but I think post-flop I think he's played it fine. I guess I could have potted the river and maybe made him fold. just now. These are the sort of hands that I like. Double suited, all sorts of straight draws going on. Or all sorts of potential to make straight draws, should I say. And then we pretty disappointing monotone flop. I'm going to c-bet just because I think we can get some value. So we get donked into here. We've got pair, which is probably worthless right now. We have a flush draw, which probably has some value, and a gut shot, which is probably worthless. I'm going to call just once. Probably fold the turn if he bombs it again. If this guy shoves, it'll put me in a difficult spot. I guess I'm going to call if he shoves and he folds. And we turn the nuts, which is clearly nice. I'm not going to give any free cards here. I think we can definitely get called, but I think this guy can have a flush this. Clever Revel. He doesn't have a flush, which is unfortunate, and I'm guessing this guy's just going to fold now too. Double suited aces. Lovely. So if I squeeze here, I say I only make it 120 when I squeeze, which is a touch unfortunate because I'd rather make this much larger, but that's kind of one of the pitfalls of playing pot limit, I guess. But we are going to squeeze for sure. I think our hand's just too damn good not to. Pretty dry flop. I'm just going to bet here, and if he raises me, I'm going to be a little bit sad. I had lots of backdoor draws going on there, so I'm not sure how I would have reacted to a raise. Normally, when I'm playing Hold'em, I like to think how I'm going to react to a raise. In Omaha, I'm not as sure, because we have so much going on there. We have a backdoor flush draw, a backdoor straight draw, we have an overpair in a 3-bet pot, although I'm guessing my overpair doesn't have much value once we get raised on the dry board. And the reason I'm saying that, and I could be wrong, but I'm saying that because if we get raised on a dry board, it's just way less likely we're getting raised by any kind of draw. So so there's probably just flopped a set or something like that. And if he has flopped a set, when we're in pretty rough shape with our overpair and just backdoors. You do get aces an awful lot in Omaha. I've noticed that. Game pretty dry board, so I'm just going to c-bet. Yeah, check raised, no big deal, just fold. Just going to call here, don't let him a 2. Don't particularly want a 3-bet. It's not that hard for people to put you on aces when you 3-bet. So I prefer to keep an element of deception and just try and play a small pot or flop really well and then have a disguised monster. And again, that could be really poor in terms of potting at Omaha, but it seems okay to me when we have just moderate aces out of position. Ace, King, Queen. Not super excited by this. Would be if it was suited to the ace, but we're not. We're just suited to the Queen. Because Marquis J may be a fish, we're going to call. Now we've flopped top pair with a flush draw, so we certainly won't be folding the flop. He doesn't bet. So now I'm just going to lead the turn for some thin value. And he folds. Sorry if you can hear me moving around a little bit. I got incredibly sunburned yesterday. And I've been up most of the night because I've been pretty damned uncomfortable. Been smothering myself with piss spewing after sun. Piss spewing, piss poo more like. It hasn't done any good whatsoever. Some stinging pretty much all up my arms, my legs, my face feels a little bit sore. And yeah, I should know better at my age, but I sat in the sun way too long, and now I am absolutely paying the penalty for it. Draw here, what do we have going on? We have nut flush draw, we have an overpair. Don't particularly want to bet and get raised on the board as wet as this, so I'm going to start by checking. Hopefully realise my equity pretty cheaply. We're going to bet now for value because I think it's pretty likely we're going to have the best hand and the best draw. Probably going to check by the river though. It's going to be hard to get caught by a worse hand here. I'm going to call with this hand because we might flop something good, who knows. So what have we got here? 9, 10, Jack, 3, 10, Jack, Queen. Let's start by checking. Just going to keep checking. I mean, I don't think we're going to have the best hand here very often, but I don't think we're going to fold any better hands either. So we're just going to try and show our hand down. And just hope somehow we win. It seems unlikely. No, he just had 2 aces with really bad side cards. But he was never going to fold them. There's no point betting there. He was never going to fold that hand. Or I would imagine. I mean, I don't know for sure, but it seems unlikely to me that he's checking to fold there. Who knows, he might be. But I'm presuming he was checking the flop just to check shove. That's my guess. Again, this seems just too weak to me, so I'm just going to fold. Even though we have the 10 Jack King. And these could be mistakes. These could all be mistakes. As I said right at the start of the video, this is not in any way intended to be any kind of training video. It's just me playing a bit of PLO for fun, add some content, some different content to my channel, and hopefully pick up some tips from some any good players who may be watching. If I don't, no big deal, it's not a problem. I might even start adding some other games to my videos sometimes too. I've always quite fancied making some sink and go videos. This seems too weak to me. I'm going to raise here on this. Let's play this one first. I think it's too weak. I'm just going to fold. Here we have trips. So we shall raise. If we get 3-bet, I'll regret raising. The 5's not a good card. I mean, I don't think he's going to have a 5 very often. But every draw's missed. Don't think we can get too much value here, so we'll check. Just take what's, just make sure that we don't get bluffed off the best hand there, or just give value to 5x, etc. Pocket kings with awful side cards. I'll just be calling here to set mine. And now I'll just be folding when he pots it. I guess this is what part of what makes Potlit at Home good is that people tend to click pot a lot more than they do in No Limit Hold'em. And when we play No Limit Hold'em, people tend to bet less than the pot most of the time. In Pot Limit Home, I don't think that holds true. I think people just love just mashing that pot button, and if we do, flop pretty well. It's not the hardest job in the world to get some value, because people just do mash pot an awful lot of the time. Right, so we've been 3-bet again with 2 kings. Just gonna call again. Not just a set man, because there's we can flop some flush draws sometimes to get some straight draws, etc. That's a pretty grim flop, so now I'll just be done with it. There'll be no messing around here. We're just gonna fold our hand. Not be at all concerned about it. Guess that's another good side to Pot Limit Omaha. We just don't care about folding over holding pocket kings on those boards. It really isn't a big deal to us. Well, it shouldn't be. I mean, this isn't a training video, but if that is a big deal to you, they're folding 2 kings, then maybe Pot Limit Omaha's not for you. Because what this game is, or what it seems to be awful lot of tough decisions and an awful lot of people just hitting unlikely things. So if you really do have a problem handling variance in No Limit, Pot Limit Omaha is probably a game you should avoid like the plague, because you have to be really level-headed to be able to play it. I mean, I don't have too many tilt issues, but I've frequently found myself blasting off money when I've been playing an Omaha session. Towards the end of a session, it's been pretty frustrating. I've often found myself just blasting off money at the end with all sorts of garbage. Just out of frustration, really, and always it's just dead easy to kid yourself that you've got more equity than you have, and just start just shipping money in left, right, and centre. So yeah, if you do have any mental game problems, I'll probably avoid Pot Limit Omaha. Now we have 3 pairs, which obviously hasn't improved our hand any, but it's certainly improved our chances of filling up. I'm going to just get a check here and probably call, because again, all the straight draws have missed. Give him a chance to bluff. And I'm going to 3-bet my aces here, because we are going to be in position post flop, which is always nice. And we do have aces with a flush draw. 3-bet my Ace Jack 10 8 seems very playable to me. Won't be folding to a 4-bet. Even though this kid doesn't have a full stack. So we flopped pretty much everything except to me hand. Well, no, when we flopped top pair, we flopped a flush draw, we flopped an open and straight draw. I mean, this is just really trivial. Get it in here. And we win it twice, win 1. Don't win the second one. I'll take that. I will take that. So yeah, we're going to 45 minutes now in the video. I've enjoyed my No Limit Hold'em, my Pot Limit Home session. I said I don't expect it to be at all educational, because I haven't said anything remotely educational in it. That, just to reaffirm, that wasn't the purpose of the video. Before anyone who wants to troll me or whatever, this was not intended to be a training video. I'm going to be absolute lengths to say that. It's just been made for partly my own amusement, to add different content to my YouTube page, and hopefully for me to pick up some tips from some good Omaha players. I do hope you've enjoyed it though. It's been something different. And yeah, if you want to see me make some other videos, I'm prepared to play any form of poker that anyone wants videos making in. I am at low stakes. I'm not going to be, say, for example, just going to jump into playing, um, who knows, like 5-10 limit or $100 sitting goes. But any game you can name, I'll play it at micro stakes. Just for making different video content. I'm still going to continue making my training videos for no limit, but yeah, I think I'd like to spice my channel up a little bit too, and I want to start producing more videos. I really want to build a popular YouTube channel that, that brings some trade my way for coaching purposes, but also just a plenty of subscribers because I'm putting plenty of interesting different things out there. So yeah, let me know what you thought about this video, and yeah, I'll catch up with you on the forums. So for now, good luck everybody, and take care.